Okay, so here I am playing playing VDV once again. I did want to play as the Americans, but you get what you can grab. And yeah, so we're gonna be on Parnu, apparently. And we're playing Broken Arrow. It's so difficult to find a game right now because the servers are really just not having a great time. This is day 2. Day 1 was the same. Day 1 might have been a little bit better, actually, because less people were trying, I suppose. But hey, we're in, and we're on this map, Parnu. And I'm going to be doing some heli assaults. Sadly, so it renders the map in the background, but it doesn't actually show you where the zones are on the map. Do you know what I mean? The zones that you have to capture to win the game. It doesn't actually show you where they are. People just draw penises, but you can actually just erase their stuff, I think. See? What's that guy saying? Polska. Deutsche. Ugh, gross. But yeah, you could erase other people's drawings, and they don't know it's you that's doing it. So it's a bit silly. I don't really see the point. You're trying to communicate with these people. How's that gonna work? But hey, now we can actually see the map. And you might be like, where are the zones? You got to go hunting for them. So this is a zone. That's a zone. This is one of the worst maps because there's only 4 zones. And then there must be a zone back here somewhere. That's a zone. Where's our base zone? That's our base zone. This is a zone. Okay, great. So we're going to be doing a VDV paradrop. Now, the only issue with doing that at the start is if you do it right at the start, the enemy will buy jets and you will lose everything. You'll lose your entire opener. So we're not going to be doing it right at the start. Instead, we're going to be going here, if we can. The first thing to do is to buy the Su-57 and send it out. Don't seem to be able to move it. It is a beta. It is a beta. And there we go, there's our SU. So we send this out. Is it deployed? It is, it's back here. We can have a look. That's an Su-57. That is an Su-57. So we're going to send that round here. And we're just going to make sure that there's nobody here for the first couple seconds. And then we'll do the airdrop. So I don't see any enemy planes. I do see an enemy plane. Right, so he's trying to do the same thing. So I'm going to try and take him out. And many, many souls will die aboard this air. Yeah, there we go. We got him. Change altitude, deploy afterburners, and back to base. So we stopped their airdrop, and you don't know how many people were on it. But there will have been loads of people on it. Those are just the pilots. Only the pilots survive. All the other crew just die. So we got that back. Problem is now we can't do our own airdrop because they've got Hornets in the air. So we're just gonna wait a couple seconds and try. Did you see how he disconnected? Somebody on the enemy team disconnected? That's because I just killed his entire opener. So there you go. That's what that looks like. Sadly, the game not very pretty. It runs kind of like crap. But yeah, we gotta wait for these Hornets to get out of here. Otherwise, we're not gonna make it. But I suppose I could buy some helicopters with Iglas on them. And use them. And then airdrop this guy in a helicopter. And then at least we're doing something. Helping our team out. And the Igla... So, the helicopters with AA on them beat the jets. Unlike in Warno, where the jets beat the helicopters with AA on them. So that's just something to keep in mind. Sadly, can't view the loadouts of these units. You know, even though they're our teammates' units. So you can look at the pylons. That one doesn't seem to have any Iglas on it. That one doesn't seem to have any Iglas on it. Whoa! Can't even see the HP. Although my money's on the armoured attack helicopters over the, you know. Yeah, I'm going to turn the volume down a little bit. Sound volume to 20%. So what happened to all my points? Oh yeah, I spent them on this. So that Hornet's coming back around, and we don't have the plane until like 5 minutes have passed, because we've used the card, right? Even though it got out, we've used the card, and so it takes time to regenerate, just to stop you from spamming the plane. Yikes. So, let's do a vibe check on him. Don't think he's got any AA. I don't see any. And we'll just... can you, like, unload them on the roof? That'd be cool. No, it doesn't do that. It just unloads them at ground level, and then they have to run back up to the roof. Just don't have the technology, sadly. Just don't have the technology. So, at least we've got recon, and I'm just going to go blow him up. Is that Hornet still in the sky? That's a Prowler, that's not got anything. They do have Stingers, but if it's only one, we can just overwhelm him with the helicopter. Yikes. So the Hornet's still there. Yeah, we got him, he's dead. So we're going to send this back to base to repair, resupply. And in the meantime, we can now finally drop our guys. So we need 2 Metis, a Razvedka, a bunch of Dush, and 3 supply. Send them in. Looks like that one that was low didn't make it out. Shooting pilots who have surrendered is a war crime. This guy's dabbing. What the flip? Is he actually? Why is he doing like this Fortnite dance? Anyway, our airdrop is finally going to happen. That's a bit of a big one. Okay, looks like we can't change it. No, that is really not what I wanted. Okay, it's just totally monging out. Please don't let them all die. Oh my god, it's got so many guys on it. That's got like 1,000 points worth of stuff. It's just flying in completely the wrong direction. I think they're all going to die now. Yep. So, that was my fault for messing up the order. Made it go around in circles, and you see that we lost like about 10 guys in that. Oops. It does happen. It does happen. What can you do, eh? What can you do, eh? I'm very upset about that because it would have looked really cool. Would have made for a great thumbnail. Would have looked really cool. But instead everybody died. So I'm going to buy an S300 to do it to my opponents. Get my revenge. The flares in this game do look pretty cool. That Tunguska's too far back, I guess. Not going to do anything. It's a shame. We just lost about 1,000 points worth of units. How's it going over here? Our guys are getting pushed back a little bit. But they're in the zone. And that is the middle zone, I think. The map is very odd. But that's the last zone we have to take for the game to end. And unfortunately it's right next to their base. So it is going to take a very, very long time to do that. These guys are out of rounds, so what you can do is you can like drop supply and stuff, so we can just send them back to here. And then we can buy some supply. Across several trucks. And because they're just small trucks. I should have bought some big trucks, just makes it a bit easier to micro. Got some artillery coming in here, looks like an M270. I would assume. And they did manage to take the zone. So that's not good for us at all. Well, they managed to kill everybody in the zone, which presumably means they can then walk into the zone. So if I could afford... I can't afford anything anymore because I lost about 1,000 points worth of units, as we just saw. But we do it for the content. Where is that going? Where is that going? Where is that going? It's coming in. Ow. What the hell? That wasn't very... Oh, mate. I thought... I was like, oh, at least I survived. But no, I didn't. So we lost that recon unit. It was probably quite expensive for him to do that. But maybe that is just a cope. You can intercept those missiles. And the way you rearm your helicopters is you put them on low altitude under the supply, and then it will rearm them. It is a bit odd. It is a bit odd. Great. So we've sorted that out, and I've noticed that there's a big gap here, so that's where we're going to go next. So first things first, get some just scouting forces, and could use a bit of AA. And we could... I don't want them on foot. I really don't want them on foot. But it will automatically default to on foot if you don't have the points for both the unit and the supply, and the transport even. So this should be rearming. The helicopters do control a lot better in this game than they do in Warno. That's worth noting. But we are sort of rolling them. I was very sad to see what happened to all my guys, but I'm trying to see, like, where's Lennox? Oh, maybe that's... I'm getting him confused with something else. That's some sort of glide bomb. Looks like it missed. Could use another mega AA piece if they're going to keep doing that. Just put it here because it's in the middle, I suppose. Although we don't actually know how far in they are here. So I can buy a little drone, send that out. It's only 50 points. And yeah, these games are real slow burners, It just takes so long for your reinforcements to get up. And if you, you know, we've captured 3 of the 4 zones, but the game will last another 35 minutes unless we take this. So it's total conquest. Total conquest. And yeah, we're going to deploy this like here because that is a pretty central location. There's only 1 supply left, so we can put these back to the base. Load this back up onto this supply again. Go over there. What the hell's a Sarmat 2? Ah, they're actually in here. So those were my forward deployed recon guys that I sent to scout ahead, and they all died. What happened to that drone? There it is. Just a little scout drone. You can put weapons on it, but I don't bother. Don't see the point. And yeah, he's got some books as well, so that's all good. Got some Razviedka. Don't bother about the... Actually, could use one of those. Don't want them on foot. There you go, we got Marines coming in. So the Skreshet should actually be able to just nail them. But it always goes to the PKT. It says no line of sight, PKT. But that's not what I want to shoot him with. And it has line of sight, but it just tells you it doesn't. So it's very, very broken. Because look, this says that I should have line of sight to him. Tunguska's joining in. And remember that these squads actually have weapons. They're not just manpad teams. It's not like Warno. So we nailed those Marines, I guess. And we can send over the helicopters just to check. Got a bit of close range fire support there. Always remember to kill enemy pilots because because war crimes are fun. Yeah. So I probably shouldn't have sold both of those trucks. Oh no, I'm being hit. Ah, that's a shame. And we could really use a tank over here. Just a bit of old fire support, you know. Bit of the old fire support. Notice how we're shooting downed pilots in war. That is a war crime. But it's missing. And notice how they've got stingers there that are trying to shoot me, but it's hitting the buildings. And we'll probably nail that guy. Don't know if we got him. I'm just going to assume we did. And we'll just send these guys back to resupply again. Where's that tank I wanted? Yeah, buy the recon tank, that'd be good. Just need some infantry. Oh, I don't want them on foot, so I need to wait. It is a bit odd that it sort of easily lets you do that, because if you accidentally just click there, it'll arrive on foot, and it would just, well, it will quote-unquote arrive, right? It will never arrive. That's the main issue. It'll just never arrive. It's very, very odd. But yeah, we've got this, and I was about to say it has full ammo, but then it just decided that it really wanted to shoot these twigs here. Not sure what they did to upset it. Oh no, this is very optimistic. But yeah, we'll get some Metis squads. And one of them will be arriving in a Kamaz, and one of them will. But now that this is shot, I'm going to move it because the enemy artillery will come for it. Look, you can see things blasting off. I think we told it to go about here. Got memory like a goldfish. And we're just going to steadily start moving up. There are some issues with oh, there's 3 enemy paladins there. There are a lot of issues with controlling, so you can only tell how much HP is on a unit if it's in a building. So for example, this says 10, but when they're in the open you can't. And when they're in a building, if you click on the unit, you can't select it. You have to click on the building. Where if you click on the icon, you can't select it. You got to click on the building. Whereas when they're in the open, if you click on the icon, it selects it. So that, you know, when you add all this stuff together, it really does mess everything up. Oh, that's interesting. There's some Marines over there. And there's no, like, range tool, so I don't know how far away that is. And you see that the game is really not very good looking. Everything just sort of fades to grey unless you're right next to it. And then we got disconnected from the server. So that's Broken Arrow beta for you. We were winning. We had some good times. It's a shame about the ending. But, you know, we'd basically stomped those guys. And you see that we're not online anymore. So that's Broken Arrow. Let me know what you think. Is it the Warno killer you dreamed it always would be? Are you going to start fanboying, saying that they'll fix it? I'm sure they will. At some point.